Alright, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that.
We could never ever be ready to give up or get stuck in a first gear. Cause the things were frightening you, we touch with no fear. You are wait for tomorrow until up to next year. We no waste time, we are moving with no fear. Bad mind, no fear. Babylon, no fear. Success, no fear. Cut checks, no fear. Up death, no fear. Rejection, no fear. Tell the bus driver we are right, we don't fear.
The big thing is when you're in that moment, you might know. Your education might be there.
Okay.
Like, I should really put a condom on.
Absolutely.
Or I should really tell this person to put a condom on.
Yes.
But when it's really hot and heavy,
Right.
there's a moment where your brain switches
Right?
and you don't care.
You don't care. Oh, I know that.
You
I know
get to
about
the
that.
point and you just
Right.
stop thinking.
Right.
And hopefully one of the two, or however many are involved, have that thought process to still say, wait, we gotta.
Because,
do
yeah,
something.
prevention is the best cure, right?
You know, I mean, everybody's done it at some point, right?
Right.
You know, if condoms break, then that's one thing.
Right.
You would take your precautions, but it's not even trying to protect yourself.
Right. Yeah, that's terrible.
And get tested,
Absolutely.
like all the time. People, for some reason, are constantly scared to get tested.
Or do you think you should be getting tested before you even see any symptoms, or
Yes.
just get tested
Of
regardless?
course, yeah.
Just if you're actively having sex, actively get tested.
Yes.
I
On a
agree with
regular.
that, okay.
On a regular.
I'm about to get tested myself, to be honest with you.
Just now, for the first time in your life.
No. I've been
Okay.
tested before and I've been good, but I just did it just to do it. I wasn't seeing anything, but it's just just for my
Yeah.
my freedom of thought,
Yep.
really.
Yep. That's what it is. And
Okay.
sometimes it's the opposite. People are scared of finding something out. Like,
Yeah, no. Of
well, what
course.
if I have this? Well, you know what? Whether or not you get tested,
Right.
you still have it. So
Okay. No. Yeah.
So
Sorry. Yeah.
get tested,
That's
and
true.
then if you go on and have sex with somebody else,
Right.
now you're spreading it. So
Yeah.
and they'll have sex with
Horrible.
somebody else, and that's how
Horrible.
it goes. Then if you find out, now you have to call all those people
Yes.
that you could have avoided in the first place.
No,
right?
that's true.
So, I mean, you can do it, or sometimes the health unit will do it on your behalf if you don't
Health
want to.
unit.
I remember when my brothers were teenagers, my mother came home with a bag full of condoms, and she said, I'm putting this bag of condoms
Right.
in the bathroom under the sink.
Right.
Do with it what you please. But that's where it's going to be. Because she's not saying go out and have sex.
No.
But kids are going to do what they're going to do
Absolutely.
regardless.
Absolutely.
And if you're not going to do it properly,
Right.
then that's when you get teen
Okay.
pregnancies.
Yes.
Because you're scared. You know,
For sure.
if your girlfriend in high school is scared, well, I don't know if I could go to the doctors, ask
Right.
for pills.
Right.
If my mom finds out how much are the pills going to be, because I don't want to be on my parents' insurance, because they'll see
Okay.
it.
Okay.
You know, like, these are all things that like I went through as well, because you don't want to tell your parents.
No.
And then you get to a point where you never got it, and things are happening.
And from what I understand is that if you say you're in the heat of the moment, you go to put this on.
Yep.
If it's the wrong way, for example,
Yep.
this way, and you find it can't be rolled down, the condom should be discarded.
Yes, in theory, if you don't know your partner, because I
Right.
mean, you are touching.
And it could transfer. So the best way, they say, even on the finger, like roll it down first to make sure it's being rolled down the right way. You know? And
That's
then
a good point. I mean, I've never had that issue.
Right.
I felt like I didn't know which way was the right way. But
do
yeah.
women ever put on the condom for the guy?
Oh yeah.
I feel like a lot of them don't.
Well,
I've never had one take the initiative.
Okay. If they've never done it,
Yes.
they're not gonna do it with somebody who they're just hooking up with.
No, okay.
They're not
okay.
just gonna be like, let me try this,
Right,
try to be
right.
sexy, and then it's slapping all over the place, stuff like that. Nobody wants that. So I feel it's somebody who's been with a boyfriend or something,
Right.
who's done it, says, let me try it, I want to try it, how do I
Okay.
do this, or whatever. Because you learn, like you said, you learned in high school with a banana, or whatever.
Elementary school sex class.
sorry, elementary school.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
I
went
mean,
over that.
I never got that education,
Right.
but you see it, you gotta do the pinch but if you've never done it,
Right.
you're nervous.
So it's good to practice with, like, say, a cucumber, something flaccid, something hard, just
Yeah,
like the
I would
penis
say-
should be before.
Yeah. Or
trying to put that on, right?
Once you have a partner and you're
Yes.
comfortably like, hey, can I try this? I've
Right.
never done this.
Okay.
And then you can do it. I wouldn't think. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for all women, but
Right.
if I've never done it and I'm hooking up with somebody for the first time, be
Right.
like, I got this. Don't worry. I'm gonna unroll it.
Right,
and roll it.
right.
Okay, real quick.
Ah. That's hilarious. Oh man. Size. Does size matter when it comes to condoms? From
When it
what
comes
I
to
know,
condoms, oh, like this.
because you have Magnum XLs, you have
That you're asking the wrong person. I think that has to be
I think it doesn't. For me personally, you know what?
I mean, I don't
It's
know
not
if
like I
you
have a
have
12-inch dick,
You
but
have
like,
an XL and then you just happen
yeah.
to be
I feel like
below
maybe the
average.
the XLs are for the guys with 10 and up. I feel like that may make a difference,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I could see that.
one size should fit all. That's
It
what they
should.
say.
I
right?
mean, I do think that you can get some that are too tight.
yes.
So if
yes.
you have a larger penis,
right,
then it is a little bit more uncomfortable, and it could
Okay.
also the chances of it kind of rolling up too if it's
Okay.
not on, you know. So that I do think there is
Yes.
a difference, and I think that is the man needs to figure that out. Go buy a couple packs of
Yes.
condoms, put them on yourselves, check out what your situation is. If you feel you're an XL,
Right.
then be an XL.
right.
But don't buy XL when you're not an XL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't need all that extra
Some guys might
flapping
wanna be-
around like it's balloons up in there. Okay?
That's crazy. Some guys might want to just think, or maybe gives them confidence. Maybe the girl sees the XL and, anyways.
No. Think about this.
That doesn't
okay?
work?
We are already in the bedroom. We're
Right.
gonna have sex with you.
Right.
Just accept it.
Yes.
You pull out an XL, and then we look down and think, I don't think so. What's more embarrassing?
Ah, right.
Get a
all
regular
right.
condom,
I get it.
put it on,
I got
and
it.
let's call it, you know.
Okay, so confidence is key.
And
Confidence for both.
both parties.
Yes.
Female condoms. We're talking about female condoms.
So female condoms.
So they're not-
we have female condoms. We have male condoms.
they're not tight like
Yes.
these. Have you seen them?
I've never seen one. No.
Oh, see, you have this box of goodies. I thought you were gonna pull one out.
I've never been with a lady that used one, nor I don't even
not-
see them on the shelf.
it's
I'm
not-
sure they're there, but
on the shelf.
they're not,
It's not as
purchased
common.
as common. Yeah, they're not. as
So
common.
there's essentially two rings. One ring, it's closed off.
Yeah.
And they're flexible. So you kind of pull the ring and
Right.
you insert it.
Okay.
And then the other ring's out here. So you keep this ring on the outside. So all
Right.
this is the latex. So this is kind of on the outside.
Right.
So when you're inserting into whatever area you want to insert, because you can do anal with that as well.
Okay, okay.
And that's really good for it to stick out of anal. Because if
Okay.
you're doing anal and vaginal, you
Right.
need to switch condoms. You can't-
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you can't go back and forth.
Should not. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to leave the female condom, I find it's easy. So if you do that and then you whip on another condom,
Right.
and then you can, then it's a
Okay.
little easier. Then you can whip that condom on
Right.
and go back to that one, right?
Okay.
So I've seen in the past that people prefer that, like if they're doing anal and then they can leave the female condom out. or
Okay.
whatever, right?
Got it. Let's speak mainly on the clitoris for a
Okay.
second. So I'll tell you what I know.
Okay.
The male organ, the penis,
Yep.
they say that it's got approximately 4,000 nerve endings, whereas the clitoris is double that, like 8,000
So, yeah.
nerve endings. So,
Is it like real numbers that you're saying?
no,
right now?
these are
Or like
these
just
are
Milton
Milton
these
Data?
are
numbers.
scientists said this. I'm not
Okay,
a
okay,
scientist.
okay. No, I don't know.
Scientists
Like,
are
should
out
I
here
have my
saying
phone
this.
to
I
prove
do
you
I
have
do
the
make
real-
up a lot of numbers sometimes,
You
but
do.
they
But
say
like, I believe you. Like,
no, of
whatever.
course.
We're not
you gotta
real
believe me.
doctors. We're not real doctors.
No, we're
Like,
not. We're
we're
not.
talking out of-
We're
out of
just
our ass
You
right
can
now.
fact check
self-proclaimed
after
experts.
and then, you know.
No, I don't care. We could be wrong. Okay, if you're watching, we're not professionals.
Absolutely, we're just giving you what
talking.
we know.
We're just chatting.
It's just real
Absolutely.
talk
We
with
could
It's
be
no
just a
fear.
real talk with no fear. We're just inviting you into a real
I've
talk.
never
with
had
no
sex,
fear.
so like, I don't know.
So the clitoris, agree? You gotta agree on this because it's true. Its only purpose in a woman is for pleasure.
Yes.
The only purpose.
Yeah.
So it's very important that we
And
spend.
it's cute. It's just a cute.
You
little
know what?
body.
I hear that a lot. I hear this a lot. A lot of women say the penis is ugly. I don't like that. I don't like hearing that. But I'm
No.
glad you think that the clitoris is cute. That's great. We need to feel like women need to feel like their clitoris is cute.
Don't believe that everybody thought it was a real thing.
Oh, okay,
first.
okay.
You need to stimulate that area.
Right.
Now, again, some people, everybody likes it different.
Right.
So you have to make sure that the communication is always there.
Okay.
So, speaking from people that I know
Right.
and talking, sometimes it's too much if you're just stimulating the clitoris.
Is that with
it's
the
too sensitive. With the finger, the tongue is usually more gentle.
right?
So it's usually, I don't want to say more bearable because it's not like it's like painful or anything,
Okay.
but if you go too
Okay.
hard, it may be painful. So think about the clitoral area.
Yes.
So you can like get in there, but
Right.
like around it,
Okay.
next to it,
Okay.
those are good. But again, if your partner won't talk to you
Right.
or is too shy, which is a lot of problems,
Yes.
you talk to them.
Okay.
Is this good? Do you like it when it's right on there? Do
Uh-huh.
you want it harder? Do you want it soft? Do you want it around? Do you want
Okay.
whatever, right?
Absolutely.
So you talk to them because, and then sometimes that can get really sensitive after an orgasm as well. So if you have an orgasm
Right.
and then you try to touch it, like,
Right.
get out of here right now. So
I've-
if you ever get slapped or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that, or pushed,
Yeah. Right.
or thighs are closing on your head,
Right. It's a sign.
just
listen to the
leave
signals.
it breathe for a second.
Okay.
Like, just let us relax. And
So what do they mean when they say that to achieve multiple orgasms or recurring orgasms, once the lady is getting an orgasm, to keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and once it gets over that, then the other one is easier, is right behind each other, more or less. So how does that play out if
Well, I
you're
mean-
supposed to, or is it just?
I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. Like, remember, every woman is different.
Yes, it's not. It's a real number.
A real number, guys.
70% of
Oh,
women
shit, percentages.
cannot achieve an orgasm through intercourse alone. And
Actually, to my opinion, I feel like that's really low. I think it's
You think it's higher than that?
I do think it's higher.
which it very well could be. And the ones that do achieve orgasm is because the clit is getting stimulated at the same time.
Yes. So again,
Right.
every woman's different. It's not
Right.
not to say that you cannot get a vaginal orgasm without touching the clitoris.
Right.
You definitely can.
Okay.
And they're different. And then you have the G-spot and you have all that other stuff happening inside.
Okay.
So you definitely can. Now, I think that if you're having a hard time with your partner,
Yes.
double stimulation, my opinion,
Right.
is a good way to go.
Okay.
So whether you have to use your hand
Right.
or a vibrator or vibrating
Right.
tool or that
Okay.
kind of thing, position-wise as well. So
Right.
if you're doing it from behind, doggy style, things like that, the clitoris is not getting touched at all.
Oh,
It's
okay.
getting
Right.
fucked. So if somebody's having a hard time having an orgasm vaginally,
Yes.
they're not going to do it that way. It doesn't mean that it doesn't feel good.
Okay.
Okay, remember, like, women can have sex and
Yes.
enjoy it
Yes. Without having an
With-
orgasm.
without having an orgasm. Now, I'm not saying that should be your goal. Your
Right.
goal is you should get that person there. Okay.
I agree.
Now,
Totally agree.
if they don't, then let's figure it out after. Don't just turn
Okay.
around and go to bed. Okay. That's bullshit.
I've made that mistakes a lot,
Yeah.
as well as a lot of men.
No,
out
and you
there.
and women, be vocal.
Right.
Say, I'm not done yet.
Right. I think
know.
that's a major part of it.
Yes.
Because if they're not giving us signals saying they're not done it, if we're laying over and they're laying over as well, and they're not really communicating,
Yeah. Yeah. And
I think that's why we get away with it
yeah.
many times.
And that's
'cause-
why a lot of guys don't know
Right.
things about
No, very true.
vagina, the clitoris,
Very true.
everything. I think communication is so important
Yes,
in all sexual activity. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
And like,
for sure.
because if you don't feel comfortable saying, hey, you know what, I actually kind of like this, but you're like, I'm not
Uh-huh.
going to tell my partner that because he's going to think I'm weird, or they're going to
Okay.
think I'm weird, or she's going to think I'm weird, or whatever.
Yes.
You have to talk about it.
Yes, definitely.
In the
definitely.
end, it's your own pleasure that you're throwing away.
Yeah, like why you're already together? Why not make the best of the moment, of the time, right?
You count too.
Yeah, like stop downgrading yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because the man is gonna get off. You know the saying, "Nice guys finish last." I truly believe this is a Milton fact that saying
Yeah.
means that the woman comes first. So the guy has to do what he's got to do, whether it's foreplay, to make sure the woman gets an orgasm. Because regardless, he's gonna get his.
Yeah.
Regardless, like
mean,
some guys can say they can go 3 hours without ever coming, and which is true, maybe. Not me. Tell you that right now. Tell you that right now. But we're most of the time, for most men, we're gonna come.
Yeah.
Can we go over an orgasm versus coming? Not for a man, but for a woman coming versus her having an
You
orgasm.
mean squirting?
Not squirting, but can a woman come? Is coming squirting? Is that all it is? When a woman comes, is it just
it's not-
squirting?
A woman's orgasm
Yeah.
is what you want to achieve.
So that's right.
I don't know what you mean by come. If you mean lubricant wet.
Yeah.
A woman can get wet when she gets aroused. So
Right.
She can get very wet.
Right. So that's not
Sure.
coming.
No.
Getting wet is not
I mean,
coming.
she's aroused.
Right, right.
Obviously. Now, don't think that.
Because some women I see white fluid coming out. Doesn't that come? What is that? What is that?
That's just vaginal.
God
fluid.
damn it! See, I hope y'all didn't know that too, because I didn't.
Yeah. So no, that's not.
That's just
like,
vaginal fluid,
vaginal
but it's
fluid.
not cum. Because male,
It's not. I mean, no. I mean.
as for us, the seminal fluid is cum.
Yeah.
So why the hell would they change that?
No, women will say.
God damn it.
If they say I'm coming, that means.
Yeah. Why do they say that? They're
That
messing
means
with
I'm
you.
having an
An orgasm. You hear that,
Okay?
folks?
So you do secrete fluids
Right. When you're
during
in
and all
orgasm.
that. Yes.
So I've been doing a good job,
Squirting-
because I thought.
Squirting is a whole other.
Right. That's
Concept.
another mission.
Yes. And that
That's another
comes
mission.
from a different area.
And a lot of people cannot squirt, correct? Or have not squirt. A lot of people feel like they can't.
Yeah.
Let's sorry to cut you off. It comes from another area other than the pee hole.
No, it comes from the pee hole.
Another,
So-
not the bladder then you're saying, because pee comes from the bladder.
So-
what's this other
so,
area?
okay,
Because I've heard top
No,
doctors say that it's all comes from the...
It comes from the urethra. I'm talking about it doesn't come from the vagina.
Right.
So when the woman is getting aroused,
Right.
and that fluid and getting wet comes from the vagina.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
it creates natural lubricant
Right.
for you to keep going.
Absolutely.
Squirting, I've read a lot about, and because it is kind of like it became this like phenomenon as to
Right.
what is happening.
Right.
It does come from the bladder,
Okay.
but it's not necessarily pee.
No.
It may have some in there, but what happens
Right.
is you do create some sort of fluid.
Right.
I'm not sure if there's a term for it, and it does kind of go into the bladder. So
Okay,
if you do
okay.
squirt, it does come from there.
Right, right.
From the
bladder.
urethra. Yeah, it
And
does
the
come from
yes,
there, but
yes.
it's not. It doesn't come from the vagina. So
Okay.
there's that. And I mean, no, not every girl can.
And in my experience, they feel like they're going to pee, so
Yeah.
they mentally hold themselves
Yeah.
back from doing it.
Because it's very. Yeah. It's
That's where the communication comes in again, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna piss, just piss.
Yeah.
If you think that's what it is, because it's not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
squirt. Okay. So we got that. That's amazing. That's amazing. I've only been with one, let's say two. The first one I made her squirt, the second one she made herself squirt.
Okay.
That's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go into masturbation, male and female masturbation.
Yeah.
A lot of women, I say a lot, maybe they're lying, and they are lying, but a lot of women don't masturbate.
No, they're lying.
They're lying?
They're lying.
Okay, why do you say
I'm
they're
not
lying?
saying
Why
all
do you say-
women.
Right,
I'm
right,
sure
right.
there are some out
Right.
there.
Why would you lie about something like that? Why-
Because
it's healthy,
again,
right?
it is healthy, but it's
Right.
this whole stigma of sex,
Yeah.
talking about sex,
Touching yourself.
Yeah, like
Religion's
it's-
got to have
it's
a lot to play
dirty,
with it.
You know, like no,
To do with it.
definitely masturbate, but they don't talk about it.
Right.
And it's dirty, so a lot of times people would feel like they have to do it in a bathtub or
Right.
a shower because it's like dirty. I'm hoping that all that stuff
dirty. That's
changes.
weird, huh?
They feel
Crazy.
they feel dirty
Yeah.
after as well, as in like
insane.
they did
Y'all are
something
insane.
bad. Again, not everybody, but
Right.
I'm talking about like what I've read and
Okay.
things like that. But no, it's so important. If you can't please yourself, how
Right.
do you expect somebody else to please you?
And yeah, exactly. How can you tell? I think every woman that's first finding out themselves, they should grab a mirror and just even check it out, open up, spread out, and just see what's going on down there.
Can you
know?
like can you demonstrate how that would look like right now?
Ah, if I had one of these, hell yeah.
Here, I'll put the camera there. Let's get the camera real close.
That's amazing.
Have Melton's legs.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Women should explore it. Like, for a male jacking off, like, to be very honest with you, I've never used lotion, Vaseline, and I know that, I don't know, but it's a thing. Like, I've heard a lot of guys use lubes, lubricants, you know what I mean, like lotion and stuff. I don't know, that's a little extra for me. I feel like I don't need it.
Just don't.
Not even that. That's crazy. I'm not spending Because for me, it's more pressure. Like I don't want like a slippery hand. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a pressure guy.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Talking about pressure, let's go into Kegel exercises.
Okay.
For men, it makes you last longer. And for women, what does it do?
It tightens everything up.
Tightens everything
Yeah.
up.
So you want-
Is tight better? I know really loose is not good, but I feel like for me, I don't want too tight's not good.
Well,
I don't like too tight.
I mean, I'm not a man, so
Right.
I don't have a penis, but
Right.
tight, usually you tighten up so that, I don't want to say you tighten up for the man, because
Right.
that's not, yeah, tighter, you get more friction, you get a little bit, you know, more's happening down
Okay,
there.
absolutely,
But
absolutely.
it doesn't mean that everybody
Yeah.
has to do Kegels, but sometimes if you've, you know, whether you've had, watch the vaginas, had, I don't know, let's say, you just feel like maybe there was a lot of excessive pounding and
Okay.
or things like that. Like,
Okay.
let's say you're using really big dildos all the time. Well,
Okay.
maybe, you know, that's good for some things, but
Right,
you might want
right.
to tighten up. Or if you've had a baby, or,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
or the average girl can just do that.
Yes.
Those exercises are really good
Right.
for everything else, even if you're going to have a child.
Okay.
Like,
Absolutely.
tighten up the Kegels. or whatever.
Okay.
You just want things, you know, you work out, you gotta work that out.
Oh,
too,
absolutely.
okay?
Say you're jerking off. Before you come, you kind of hold it back. Not while you're coming, obviously, but as when you feel a sensation coming,
Yeah.
you kind of tighten up. Or say you're peeing and you stop halfway. that's the kind of muscle that you're kind of.
See, I have no idea.
So guys, read up on it.
I
It's
have
there.
no idea
It's
what
there
the
for us to do.
male.
So if you come fast all the
Kegel.
time, you're in luck. Kegel exercises. So there is for women though. There is balls, beads. What do we got?
Yeah, so there's the Benoit balls is usually what you go to, but there's all
Yeah.
different kind of things. So the typical
We
one
got that
you
here.
see-
We got some.
Yeah, we got one. We got the beginner one.
Oh, there's different stages.
Yeah. So the beginner one.
Smaller.
Let's take our towel.
Oh, look at that. I've used a towel like this when the woman's on her period. By the way, that's healthy, right? That's okay, right?
Oh yeah. Hey,
Talk to your
natural-
partner. Talk to your
natural
partner.
lubricant, For
Absolutely.
sure. So this year is typically the beginning
Yeah, that's
one
huge.
because it's large. Yes. So
And it's the beginner one?
yeah, the harder it is, the smaller they get. So what happens is some
Okay,
women
makes sense.
don't know
Makes sense.
what they're like. Well, I don't know what the Kegel muscle is. I don't know what
Right.
it's supposed to feel like or that
Right.
kind of thing. So if you insert this and you squeeze,
Right.
you'll feel.
Does this part hang out
Yeah.
of the okay?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's easy to pull it back out. Okay,
Yeah,
Got it.
and and you can always squat and push it out.
Right. Oh, okay.
So you'll squeeze and
Yeah.
then you can feel it. So then you're practicing. Okay, that's what the Kegel muscle is, and then so you have this as like a hey, it's right here, it's right here, it's right here. So you
Right.
can squeeze and hold, that kind of thing. Then you can get smaller ones. I don't have those here, but then you could have even often they're heavier they are as
Right.
well. So you insert them
Okay.
and you are holding it in because the balls and they don't have a string.
Oh,
so you
okay.
just pop them in like a little pill.
Interesting.
To
Yeah.
go around. And if you walk around and they're heavy,
Yeah.
you have to squeeze to hold them
To
in.
hold them up.
Because they'll fall out,
Ah,
right? So
okay.
then you learn vacuum
Wow.
in your house to see what you can do with them, right?
Wow.
Then you have the, I've never read the book, but
Yes.
I saw this part, the 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay. Which,
Okay.
by the way, I heard is totally wrong when it comes to
I tried reading it twice.
when it comes to real
and
life.
I didn't get, no.
Like, apparently it's
First
not
of all,
the
she
case.
has sex for the first time, has an orgasm. Bitch, please. You're not coming on the first time you're having sex.
Oh,
As
when
a
you mean like when
woman.
you're a virgin?
As a woman, yes.
Virgins aren't having an orgasm the first time.
No.
Look at that. Something else I never knew.
No. If there's a virgin.
Why not? What do you mean? What if you're stimulating the clit toward like because their mind won't let you won't let yourself have it, or why is that? Why is it? Why
There's
is
a lot
that?
of stress, there's a lot
Yeah?
of pressure. You're
Oh,
not,
of course.
You're
For that
barely
reason.
even
But it's
enjoying
possible.
it,
It's
man.
possible though.
Well, I guess technically
Yeah.
in theory, yes.
But not. It's
I'm
not
saying,
common. It's
you
not
know,
common.
I'm saying.
Let me cut you off before I forget this thought. Do gay guys have this for their anus, their ass?
No, so they would be using an anal plug.
No, I mean like tighten it up.
I mean, I don't know what people are inserting, but no, they'll
Right.
Your ass is going to stay tight more or less.
Yeah.
In the opposite terms, you want to loosen up your ass
Okay.
because it's so.
Sorry for saying guys, because women obviously the same thing.
Yes, women can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, women, anybody can use that.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Here we got the penis,
Yeah. That's a beautiful penis.
and
Milton.
this one looks like an erected one.
Yeah.
What are you gonna give that? 6 inches? That's the average size, correct? 6?
No.
Or no?
Okay.
4.5 probably.
This is a male 6 inches.
No, that's way smaller than
A
6.
real. I know, but you're saying 6
Oh,
inches.
sorry. That's average. I think that's average.
I think it's under. It's 5.
That's average. That's
Five is
amazing.
average?
I'm doing all right out here. If size matters, but it doesn't. I don't think it should matter. It's all about how you use it, right?
It is about how you use it.
But the miniature ones probably matter.
I mean,
When I say miniature, I'm talking 2
just
inches.
make
erection.
sure you have a good time.
Well, that's it. That's it. You heard that. So there's not much really to for penis. That's it. That's all we get.
Well, you tell me then. Like you know, the girls that are watching. What do you like? I mean, sometimes. Some people love their head stimulated. Other
Right.
people, I find most people who are not circumcised,
Right.
don't. It's too much. The head
More
is so
sensitive.
sensitive
Because the skin
It's too
is
much.
over it. It's
Yeah.
not exposed
So
all the
they
time.
like more of the pressure
Okay.
and the shaft play.
So know the difference, ladies. Circumcised men may prefer the tip stimulated,
yeah.
whereas uncircumcised men shaft. Okay.
Yes. I mean, and ask, okay? And
Ask.
also, this whole thing
Ask.
of people with the whole, some people don't like men being circumcised,
Right.
not circumcised.
Right.
Okay, show me the difference. There's barely any difference. Okay,
Absolutely,
don't care.
absolutely.
Love it anyway. If anything, it gives you extra, you know,
Interesting.
motion in the ocean there for their hand. Yeah, and then testicles as well. Some people
Right.
love them licked, played with, whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Ask-
the professional head givers, what we call them?
Yeah.
Dick suckers. Let's call them that.
Yeah.
They don't ignore that.
No, that needs love too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and ask your partner.
Ask your partner, baby. Let's go over some toys, and then we'll get into the juice. The juice.
Okay, so
So I got right here. I got a It's a little bullet vibrator. This one's unused, by the way.
Okay, yes.
I've been holding it
All
for
of these
for a
are-
special friend.
Oh, special friend. You can use it as long as you've cleaned it.
Absolutely. And we've got very important to use a cleaner,
A toy
cleaner, made specifically for toys.
Some toys you can put in the dishwasher.
Really?
Yep.
With the dishes?
I would suggest not to, but
Bad joke.
Don't
bad
invite
joke.
me over for dinner.
This is a simple one. This is the basic one. You go in. The Shoppers Drug Mart sell toys. Yeah, they do, right?
Yeah, they'll sell usually cock rings, vibrating cock rings.
Cock rings, and that's pleasurable for the man and the woman, correct?
Yes, especially the vibrating one. Stainless steel, which is what this is, easy to clean and it's not porous. If you get cheap toys like this, okay, which no, not been used, okay?
This one's got a bunch of different levels.
Yeah.
Bzz, bzz. This is a shitty one. I'll buy a different one. And let's click. Okay. So that's a cock ring.
This is a cock ring, but I'm talking mostly about the material. The material here is rubber. This is porous and very hard to clean, and the bacteria can get into it. So using cheap toys.
Yeah.
I was going to bring a few more cheap toys, but I just decided not to because I don't want to talk about the stuff you shouldn't use. I want to talk about the stuff you should use.
Absolutely.
But using cheap toys, this is bad for, again, bacteria,
Right.
especially if it's getting inserted into the female.
Okay.
It actually has a lot of chemicals
Right.
and things that you should not, that could actually affect, you can get infections,
Yes.
irritation, you can get, it can stop you from having children as well. It
Okay.
can be hard to conceive
wow.
with it.
Wow.
Because it's all chemicals that should not be inserted into your vagina.
Okay.
And because this is all leaching into your system.
Okay.
If you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, all
Yes.
all these chemicals are getting into your system.
Okay.
So this big thing I know is phthalates. So a lot of times you'll see phthalate free, but there's still
Right.
other chemicals that can be in things.
Okay.
So it's really important that people are giving you things, or you go to a sex, like a sex conference or whatever. Sometimes you get goodie
Okay.
bags.
Yes.
Don't get the goodie bags. 'Cause
Those are
they're
the cheap stuff.
They're filled with things that you should not be putting or inserting into yourself. So things like silicone based. So you have that one. Okay, this is stainless steel, easy to clean with the.
And this
cleaner.
should not be inserted, correct?
You always want to read your.
Okay, because it has. Okay,
Yeah.
and it says.
Mostly it's not
okay.
because it'll tell you if it's water resistant or waterproof.
Okay.
It will often tell you if you can or cannot insert it. Because
Okay.
the batteries are in here.
That's a cheap one in the seams.
Oh, I see.
These
So
guys
just-
got
okay.
twisted. Yeah.
Must close cap tightly. Anyway, yeah, because this is not a waterproof seal, you don't
Okay.
want to be shoving this
No,
inside,
no.
right? I mean, this area here, if it's nice and clean and it
Right.
kind of goes a little bit, then
Yes.
it's that, but you want to avoid that.
Okay.
The big thing is it safe to use in the shower? There's a difference between water resistant and waterproof.
Okay, absolutely.
Water resistant,
Absolutely.
you could use, in and around whatever's happening,
Okay.
the shower, but not in the tub,
Gotcha.
which is that. So this here is water resistant. It's cute. Nobody would ever know
Look at
what
that.
it is. You can keep it in your shower, and you have guests come over. You probably want to just take it out anyway. But if anybody, if the kids find it, they're not thinking, oh, what's this? You think, oh, it's cute.
Oh, okay.
Right? And
Okay.
this is, like I said, water resistant.
How do you turn that one on?
So you press the button,
Oh, okay.
and then these lights come on.
Oh, look at
This
that.
is with a bow tie. It's Tiffany blue. And then once it's
Nice.
on, then you have a different settings.
Okay.
So you'll see.
Fantastic.
Light kind of goes.
Oh, look at that.
So again, this is silicone. This is not one to be inserted again, but
Right.
it is slightly. I don't think.
Okay.
Read the labels.
Absolutely.
Of
Because a lot of people are afraid of toys because they feel like once they start using toys, a man may not be able to match that, or maybe a man feels
No,
no.
that has nothing to do with it.
Well,
You
that
can,
do-
you
yeah.
can incorporate if you're having a hard time having an orgasm.
Right.
Incorporate the
Absolutely,
toys.
absolutely.
Don't just. They're not going to want to just go to a toy.
Okay.
If they do that, there's
Right.
something wrong in your relationship. You got to work on.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Absolutely,
Communication. Let's talk about it.
Yes, yes.
And you can have it with with the play. So you
Okay.
you're having sex. You touch your clitoris with this
Right.
or in and around this.
Right.
So everybody's having and men like vibration as well. So try that on your underneath your balls,
Okay.
penis, see where you like it, and that kind of thing can definitely
Okay.
help that as well. Another good brand, I don't usually want to, but one that we had brought here is the Lilo. Okay.
Lilo.
I have the.
Oh, I've seen that in the
everything here.
stores.
These are expensive.
Let's go anyway.
Silicone, again, more expensive, but these are durable. They will last you a long time.
Waterproof and resistant.
That's right. And
Okay.
you want to use a water-based lubricant. We're going to kind of go back and forth. You have oil-based or silicone-based.
Right.
Silicone and silicone, if you store them together,
Yes.
they'll start eating each other.
Ah.
Okay? So you can't store them. That's why all of these
Separate.
will come in a bag like
Oh,
this.
okay. Keep it
All right.
separate.
So you store it in.
Sure,
here.
let's go over this unique looking one.
So that's a clitoris stimulator. So
So that one,
this comes into this enters the vagina, and this will stimulate the clitoris.
and they both vibrate on each tip?
Yeah, and you can change it for like so. Lilo is a great brand, and
Right.
Again, I don't work for them, but if you turn this on,
Right.
So this
Oh,
will
look
be
at
the
that.
power. Okay, so I can make it more powerful.
So what's the guy
faster.
doing while this thing's here?
This
You don't need us.
You can it's play.
We can
it's play.
encourage him.
But you know
Gotta
when
tease,
you're out of
gotta
town,
tease.
when you're out of town,
You
know.
can bring your boyfriend with you.
that's right. And then you definitely have different settings. So these settings, these both vibrate here. You
Okay.
can have one at this point. This one vibrates and this one's not doing anything.
Oh, that's
And
just
then
sitting there.
now this one's pulsating.
Look
and
at
this
that.
one's going. So there's like a whole bunch. Now they're both pulsating. Can you see that?
God damn it, man. That's competition.
And then you can increase the speed. So now
Get the
look
fuck out of
Let that
here.
go. Okay. Now it's like really something's
Okay.
happening, right?
Okay.
So there's a lot going on, and then there's so much.
I'm intimidated by that shit. That's for damn sure.
That's why you want to be included in these things,
Right,
not
right.
pushed away. But these are things. Yeah, I brought some too as well. So this here,
Right?
you have the
Is that a loop?
yes.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to sell different brands.
Right, right.
Here, this is a regular water-based lube.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
regular one. I don't know if I can. Here, let me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mind you, I'm showing this one.
So
it
those
doesn't
are,
matter.
these are more.
So water-based. This here is water-based
Okay.
as well.
These are
Now,
oil-based.
This is thicker because you think, why would you use a silicone kind of lubricant
Yeah.
when you don't need it? So often silicone lubricant is it's a thicker lubricant.
Okay.
Usually used in anal play.
Okay.
But having said that, you can't use silicone
Yes.
with condoms or toys.
Because the condoms will break.
That's right. So
and the
read
toys will deteriorate.
yes, right. Read
Okay.
read the
Yes.
back of it. So what it can do.
Okay.
This here is a thicker water-based lubricant.
Got
So
you.
this here is for anal play. Now, let's
For
talk-
male and women?
yes, let's talk
Okay.
about anal play for a second. So a lot
I don't know
of
nothing
guys-
about it.
Well,
You sure?
that's why I'm here.
But for the
A lot of
for those
guys
people out there
are scared.
scared, is it necessary to be honest with you? Unless you're gay? I don't know. Is that ignorant to say?
It's very.
Sorry, I'll cut that out.
No, you're gonna keep that in. Keep that in. If he's cutting this out, he just said something.
Right.
No. Anal play has
Right.
nothing to do
With-
with you being gay. You
Okay.
can love it
Right.
and do it with your wife, and you're totally straight. It doesn't mean like, ooh, I like my
Yeah.
ass licked, all of a sudden I'm homosexual.
Okay.
Nothing to do with it. First of all, you would like your ass licked if you never had it done. Okay, there's a lot of
Okay.
don't diss it till you try.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
So
not.
if you're doing anal play with a woman,
Yeah?
she should be doing anal play to you as well. Okay.
Right.
So first of all, cut your nails if you're.
Even with fingering, I'm glad we speak about that. I see a
Yes.
lot of guys with some dirty nails, and it's
No,
like,
no,
how
no.
are you putting that on the women?
And
There's a
the
lot of
woman-
bacteria
the
getting.
woman feels it. Okay. It hurts constantly.
That's
Don't
true.
eat spicy food either. Okay.
Ooh.
Eat spicy food and you don't wash your hands. Listen, it's like.
No more Scotch bonnet pepper before. Okay.
That's right.
God
That's right.
damn it.
Okay, it's like the inside of a mouth. It's
Wow.
all mucous membranes. So you've got
Ouch.
spicy food or pepper on there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Damn it.
so the prostate can be stimulated through the anus,
Okay.
and it is you want to be very gentle with that gland.
Okay.
Especially at first. So it's not so much of a pounding that you
Okay.
want. It's more of a gentle stroking for that gland.
I've heard something stupid, and I'm gonna say stupid
Say it.
because I feel like I'm losing out because I'm never gonna find out. I heard that the male's G-spot is through their anus.
Well, yeah, so to hit the prostate. That's what it is. So yeah, that's not stupid.
Okay, well, a G-spot.
So-
What's a G-spot compared to when I like
You're, see,
On
that's
a
'cause
woman-
you-
on a
it's 'cause
woman-
You've never done it before.
and a woman?
Okay, we're gonna get
Is it-
another video
do-
of Milton after he's done.
Do
it.
men is a coming experience different from a man when he gets aroused through their G-spot through the ass?
I mean, I'm not a man, but
Right.
yes, I've from all the everything that I've heard of
Right.
and people said things. It is a higher stimulation and a higher
Right.
orgasm in that sense.
Wow, I'm gonna miss out.
You gotta
God damn
no,
it.
stop it, stop it. It's not about getting a Lilo and getting
No,
in
it's
there.
not my belief or anything like that. It's just something is blocking me from. Maybe I'm scared. Maybe I'm just too scared,
That's what it is.
and I'm okay with being
Open
scared.
the conversation up.
Yeah.
Okay? So you start slow and like even if
Open the conversation
even if you
With
do it to a
myself,
woman,
even.
with
I
yourself.
gotta look in the mirror and say, "Mil, you can do this. You can do it."
She's not gonna stick a whole something in there right
Yeah.
away, right? Even with women,
Right.
So you want to do it to women, a woman who's never done it before.
Right.
think about it this way. It's not about penetration like this.
Okay.
Okay, that's what all the pornography
Okay.
and that kind of thing
Yes.
says.
It's
First
not
of all, no, it's not true.
Okay.
That's not. I mean, at a certain point, maybe you get there. Sure.
Right.
It's about stimulating the area.
Okay.
So, at first you want to work the area
Mhm.
a little bit, and eventually it will start to relax.
Okay.
And then it will start to open up and let you, whether it's finger or whether it's, like one of these.
Right, right.
And that pressure, that stimulation.
Uh-huh.
So it's not this. It's just
Okay.
the pressure on there. So even for females, even though we don't have prostates,
Right, right.
there's a lot of nerve endings, and it could be very
Oh, okay. Got it.
pleasing.
Okay.
Obviously, there's not poop hanging out right at your sphincter.
Right.
It's inside, but there could be some leftovers so floating around in there.
Right.
So I mean, you could either like use an enema, quick enema that you squirt to clean out.
Oh,
kinda
okay.
Like a douching kind of thing.
Yes, and that's what I assume the porn stars especially.
Yeah,
they get
usually
this
we do.
enema
So
sometimes.
douching with water. Now,
Okay.
please know that when I say douching, I do mean using new and clean stuff
Okay.
and insert it into the anus.
See, that's a lot of work.
Not-
That's why.
No, yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't really need that. I
Yeah.
just want to be very clear. Do not douche as a female.
Okay.
Do not douche your vagina. Okay, that's really bad.
Yeah, because they say the natural bacteria in the
Yeah, you're just
vagina,
gonna-
you need them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That it helps clean. Okay.
Yeah, and you're just
Got
gonna
it.
aggravate everything.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And also with cleaning the vagina, you don't. Besides soap and water, you shouldn't use any chemicals on it.
no,
Okay.
technically it should be all natural soaps and things like that.
Okay.
But yeah, and this thing is pretty cool because it's got this. Apparently, I haven't pulled the tag out, but
Right.
you put it in and the whole thing vibrates too.
Oh,
So,
dope.
yeah, so it's about again just gentle stimulation.
So for y'all out there that's a little more brave than me, let me know what y'all think after you try it out, or if you've been doing it. Real talk with no fear. Let's hear about it. Okay, so finishing this off, for like I said, for the guys and the women out there that's been having sex for a long time,
Yes.
and the new ones coming in. Let's get to the real talk. Real talk with no fear. Let's go into from start to finish a good sex experience. So, from my experience, I heard that sex starts. Say you're having sex 8 p.m. at night. It starts in the morning because with a woman you want. When I say it starts in the morning, sending a nice text. You want to start.
Oh, the foreplay.
The foreplay starts in the morning.
The verbal foreplay.
Right. You gotta let them feel sexy, feel good. Hey, you look great this morning.
Yes.
Hey, how are you feeling? How's your day going? You want to warm them up, and that takes a long time. It doesn't. That's why you shouldn't just go right in when you're having sex. It takes a long time to warm a woman up. So go into that. Let's go into that.
So that's actually, I like that you started there. 'Cause
Right.
I think it's different between hooking up with somebody and having intercourse with someone you're with.
Absolutely.
And that's when often you go missing because you get busy.
Okay.
So you forget to say the small things. You look good today.
Yes.
I like it. And that goes both ways.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
that's not just
yes.
you saying it to your wife,
Right.
it's your wife saying it to you, or girlfriend to girlfriend, whatever. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. So you want to compliment.
Yes.
And, it's really nice to do this. Now, it's also hard because sometimes some people compliment in different ways. Like, if I'm a verbal, you look really good today. I
Okay.
love you. You fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you. Maybe you're not so verbal, and you're
Mhm.
like, you'll be like, oh, you know what? I bought this box of chocolates, or I bought this juice at the grocery store. When I went to the grocery store. I bought
Right.
this juice because I know you liked it.
Amazing.
So that's you
All that
telling
stuff
me
comes into play. Yeah.
you love me and you're thinking
Absolutely.
about me and you care about me.
Very
and
true.
often, sometimes that communication
Right.
goes missing because maybe the girl who's very vocal
Right.
doesn't see that as you tell me that, right? So, for example, like this is
okay.
how women look at it.
Yes.
You go and you take the trash out.
Yes.
That's you telling me you love me,
Absolutely. I agree.
right? If you don't take the trash out, like, no, I'm not taking the trash out.
Right.
I'm thinking this guy doesn't love me.
Right.
Even though that's not
Okay.
what you're saying.
No, of course
but
not.
we don't communicate the same way.
Uh-huh.
Like, so opening that up, being like, like, or trying to feel out, you know what, this person's doing this because
Yes.
he's showing he cares.
Mm.
So there's that. But then sometimes if I'm like, you know what,
Mhm.
I need to hear it. I really appreciate you're doing this.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
I need you
guys
to tell
do need
me
to hear it. Yeah.
you love me,
I
or
agree.
just tell me I look good today, or whatever. Because
Yes.
the longer you go without saying
Right,
it,
right.
the shittier and shittier we feel, and the
Okay.
less the less we want to have sex,
Okay.
and the less this and that, right?
And the less enjoyable the sex obviously ultimately gets. Okay.
Yeah. So that confidence,
Yes.
and maybe as a woman or anybody, but as a woman,
Right.
you want to be confident,
Absolutely.
and you want to feel sexy. You want to feel like
Absolutely.
you could dominate the situation if you wanted to, right?
Yes.
So giving us power every now and then
Right. Let's talk about the erogenous zones. You don't want to just obviously, like we said before, jump into it. Let's talk about some of them. I know the ears. A lot of women
Love the ears.
ears nibbled on, kissed.
Yeah.
The lips, obviously.
Yeah.
Neck.
Nibbled on.
Yeah.
Neck. Eyebrows.
Right.
Eyelids.
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Eyelids.
Eyebrows.
Joints.
Look at
Any
that.
of these under
Yeah.
the knees. Toes.
Is it because these are
feet?
sensitive areas?
Yeah. Toes,
Oh,
feet.
okay.
And sometimes you got to figure it out because
Yeah.
they might not even know.
Okay.
Armpits. A lot of people like their armpits licked. Tickle,
Okay.
things like that.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
things that could often be ticklish
Yes.
randomly during the day
Yes.
won't be so ticklish then.
Okay.
Those tickle, like that sensitive
Yeah.
feeling actually becomes more of a sexual
Look
feeling.
at that. Look
So
at that.
you gotta explore your partner as well because like I
Right.
said, they might not even know.
Right. They gotta
like,
be open. They gotta be
"Oh,
very
shoot." Top of the
together.
mouth, like the top of the mouth, back of the teeth.
Top of
tongue.
the mouth?
Yeah, top of the mouth, back of the teeth.
Interesting.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Like, I have never
Gums,
even
people
thought
like
about
everything.
that.
Some people like their eyeballs licked. Like I'm talking like eyeball.
Right.
I mean, not
hear
just
you.
eyelid, like ball.
I hear you.
Of
Okay.
the eye.
Okay. Communication, folks. Communication.
Communication. If you're gonna lick somebody's eye, let them know you're gonna do
yeah,
it.
let them know. Let them know.
Just like
okay.
anal play. Don't just.
Yeah, let them know. Please let them know.
We gotta have a talk about it. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I
let's go
think
lower. Let's go lower. Inner thigh.
inner thigh, nips.
Let's not skip the nipples, please.
Skip the nipples.
Okay. A lot of women, different a lot of women are, I feel like some women aren't so aroused by the nipples. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And then there's others that's like, woo!
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Now
No?
also.
Maybe a little better sound effect.
Squeezing of the breasts.
Squeezing, okay.
You need to talk to your girl.
And pay attention to both. Don't
Yes,
ignore
but
it. Yeah.
like let's take it easy on the breasts, okay? Like why
Yeah.
are we like needing dough right now? You don't need to knead dough.
Oh, so don't go
okay?
too hard. Don't go too hard. Okay.
They're sensitive. They hurt. I mean,
Okay.
if in the heat of the moment
Yes.
they like some of the pain,
Right.
then let's discuss that. Just like choking or things like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Then yes.
Hair pulls, stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's discuss it. But when we're fooling around, like you're not
Yes.
kneading dough. You're
Okay.
not reclaiming
soft
clay. You're not.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Gentle.
Let's go a
Okay.
little gentle. Let's take it easy.
And speed is you don't want to all the way down.
You gotta take your time.
Take your time.
That means the whole time.
The
So
whole time, the whole time.
Jackrabbit or the
We're gonna get to
jackhammer-
that, we're gonna get
oh,
to
yeah,
that.
we're not there yet. Take your time.
Okay, slow
Not saying-
slow and steady wins
Yeah,
the race.
that's right.
We're talking about that race again. Nice guys finish last.
That's right.
Slow and steady wins the race. You see, all these are
The,
sexual
the
context.
turtle won the race, not the rabbit.
You see that?
See?
And they tell us that they make us, as far as kids, think about an actual hare and a turtle and all this shit.
Right.
Bullshit. It's all sexual. It's all, it's,
Shit.
you
We
know?
just blew that shit up right now, guys.
Listen.
Please start teaching it.
I'm trying to tell you, this
Like that.
Milton fact is a real thing. Like it comes with, I come up, I back it up.
You know
I
what?
mean?
Like Milton, like 78.9586% of the
Right.
time, you might be right.
And I back
might
it up.
be
I
right.
back it up 78 point blah 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 all the time. Absolutely. Okay, so we're there now. We're with the foreplay. We're down to the inner. We're set down on the feet. We're doing all that. And then what?
Well, I mean,
Say for a guy that does it. Let's not go into eating out yet. Fingering.
okay.
And the nails got to be kept.
Nails gotta be kept.
Right.
You gotta. I mean, again, communication.
Right.
Clitoris can be very sensitive.
Right.
So you don't need to just like you're not doing a scratch and win or anything
Okay,
like that.
okay.
Let's take it easy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Scratch and win.
Let's usually work around the area.
Yes.
All right. We don't need to like.
Okay, so not directly on is say necessary all the time.
That's
Around
right,
it as
that's
well
right.
because it's
Around
such a
it,
big
next
organ,
to it,
the
like
nerves.
even if
so-
it's like just the hood and it's like right,
Right,
next to it,
right.
it doesn't have to be like right on
Okay,
it all the
okay,
time.
okay.
You know, again, talk to your partner, but it's a
Okay.
very sensitive area.
Okay.
And yeah, insertion for sure.
Okay, so with the insertion, so now we're down to the insertion. This
Well,
is
if
my,
you're
in
still
my
foreplay,
experience.
You're doing kind of both,
Right.
both at the same time. Whether
At
you're
the
down there
same
with
time.
your mouth and you're.
Okay, so say you're down there with the mouth.
And
You-
this is the
you're in with
partner
the
that you know,
fingers.
right?
Right,
We're not
absolutely,
talking about safe
absolutely.
sex right now. We're talking about somebody you know who've
Right.
both been tested and you're
Right.
committed to. Okay.
And-
I just want to make sure that,
Absolutely.
yeah, we've got that.
So with fingering, I heard you go in a few inches, curve
Yeah.
the fingers,
That's to get the
and there's like a
G-spot.
for the woman's G spot, and there's like a cauliflower. Is that a good word? A little
it's not as
spongy,
hard. Yeah, it's more
maybe.
yeah.
Is it true that not all women have that?
Like, that
Or
when you have
everyone-
to talk to,
yeah.
to women, I think it can change. What it is just a sensitive area,
Right.
Where it pushes almost like on the bladder, where sometimes you could feel like you feel the pressure on your bladder almost.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it gets almost all of the nerves
Right.
kind of like, whoa, what's happening?
Okay.
So, you know, some people say you have to pound on that to have somebody squirt.
When you say pound with,
Yeah, I'm not saying to do it. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
okay, okay,
if
okay,
you
okay,
do,
okay. Right.
I mean, you can during intercourse. Sometimes,
Yes.
you know, that's good too.
I hear it's also good if you want a woman to squirt to push on the lower abdomen.
Yeah.
So it kinda
So what's
squeezes that
happening
out.
is you're squeezing both
Right.
of that, and you're squeezing the nerves in.
Right, right.
So, and again, everything will work differently with everyone.
Absolutely.
So,
So we're there.
Yeah.
Also, to interrupt you, I hear, because before I used to be the one that's all fingers. I used to be just fingers, but the professionals that I've seen, it's the whole hand movement. So you kind of have it curved, but your whole hand is moving, not just the fingers.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's you're stimulating.
So
the
you kinda
G-spot,
keep the hook,
but
and then
gotta
you just
remember
use
that
your whole
the
hand.
opening
Yeah.
of the vagina, that's the sensitive spot.
The opening.
The
Okay.
opening as well. So
Okay.
like inside in the
That's why a small dick
So-
is okay, because you only really need, right? Some women.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help a lot of guys out right now. You know.
I mean, I do think.
Yeah.
No, I definitely think that the size doesn't matter to a certain extent.
Absolutely.
You know, but it doesn't. You don't. Sometimes if it's too big, it hurts too much.
Right, right.
And it's hitting that surface, and you don't want like it.
No.
It's just pain. It's pain.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
That's
you
not
have this
good.
like
Yeah.
weird good feeling and pain feeling, and then you're just
Contradiction in each
yeah.
other. Yeah. What's
So
going on here?
you know what?
Yeah.
Too big is not good anyway.
Yeah. So I'm good. I'm good out here. I'm
Yeah,
solidified.
see, there you go. So yeah,
Average.
so remember it's the entrance as well.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing too. If you're very large,
Right.
when you're up here,
Right.
we can't feel things up here. This is it right here. So
There
you're
you
up
go.
here.
Right,
this
right,
is your
right.
penis apparently.
Okay.
We can't feel it up here. We
Right.
feel it down here. We feel it all here. This
Okay.
is the opening. This is where we feel it.
Okay.
The party's happening up here is just
Yes.
for you. And if anything's too big, it's hitting that. It's just hurting, right?
Okay.
So so yes, no, the motion is definitely good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy has succeeded with letting the girl finish first.
Yeah.
From like clitoral stimulation, fingering,
Yeah.
and eating at the same time. And you know, okay. So the girl's gotten there. So now it's time. We're at the intercourse part now. Oh man, I feel bad saying this. I feel bad for the ladies that I've let down over the years. Like, I always thought was like it felt good for me, and I thought it felt good for them, but apparently
Doesn't mean that you
slow and steady.
can't do
Right.
that, because sometimes that is fun,
Right.
right? And women will like that. It tends to be harder for most, well, for some women.
Right.
I won't say most because I don't know.
Okay.
To achieve orgasm from that. Now, if you're hitting the G spot, that's when you can get some of the squirting that can happen and things like
This
that.
always confuses me. So you're saying, I thought the G spot, like we just went over, was when you go in and you curve the finger up.
Yeah.
How would you be hitting the G spot?
Usually I'm behind, or if you're
Oh, so doggy style, or if
dog
you're.
side, or if the legs are up and you're
Oh,
on your
okay,
knees and
okay,
you're
okay.
getting. So you gotta.
So
think,
there we go
if
again for the
you're-
guys with a smaller
Angles.
penis. It's easier for them to really hit that point because the bigger is going to go right past it, right?
Well, no, I mean if you get the right angle, you just
look at
you're
that,
just, the whole
angles, all
penis is not
angles.
going to shove in there.
Right,
It's
right.
just going to hit wherever
Okay.
it's going to hit.
So we're not. So attempting to get the whole penis in all the time is not really. It depends on the woman, right?
But it does depend on the woman.
And
I
the
mean,
woman's vagina also can be different sizes.
Yeah, and I mean it's not like it's. If you're hurting the woman,
Yeah.
then you have to like pay attention.
Okay.
But if you're not, it's not gonna.
Yes.
Whether you give us this part of the penis or this part of the penis, as long
Okay.
as we feel it, we're good.
Okay.
Right.
Got you.
So,
Okay.
um,
Okay.
Yeah. So you mean talk to her, but no, the jackhammering continuously.
That's a no go. I know a lot of y'all didn't know that.
No.
I didn't know it for the longest.
And yeah,
God damn
again,
it.
doesn't mean you can't do it. It is fun,
Right,
right?
right,
It's
right,
definitely
right,
fun
but-
for both parties involved.
Let me give you I'm gonna put this out there. This is an
Okay, here you go.
amazing tip. I'm gonna tell you
Just
from
the
a
tip.
guy.
Just the tip from Milton.
This is. I'm gonna shout out Trent right now. He told me about this,
You know, Trent's not here. We don't care.
Ooh.
but this is a good tip. So you tell me if any guy has ever done this. This real talk with no fear. So I hear. So it's like rhythms. Having a rhythm is good.
Yeah.
So for example, a male is doing intercourse. So say 5 pokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one be a hard one. Boom. And then just go steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Have anyone ever done that?
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's amazing, no? Or no?
I-
You're telling me. I don't know.
I mean, you have to talk to your partner.
Yeah.
And it all depends per situation. Because remember,
Right.
your girl might like something one day,
And the next day
she
totally
doesn't like it.
different.
She needs
Okay.
something else.
Okay.
That whole thing is again, the size.
Right.
What are you poking when you're doing that? You're doing it for you more than for the
Her,
woman.
right.
Because if you are reaching
Right.
that cervical entrance,
Right.
it hurts.
Absolutely.
So now you're like, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good.
Right.
Bang, like, the pain. But sometimes women like some of the pain.
I'm
right?
saying.
So, I mean,
That's
yeah,
what's
don't
up.
do it.
Don't do it? No, I'll communicate first. Next time I'm going to communicate before I do that.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
And make sure her answer
Well, I'm reading the signs. Like I'm watching the body move. So
You are, because it's
Yeah.
squirming out of pain.
okay.
Okay, not necessarily, but remember that the face of pain and the
Right.
face of orgasm can look very similar sometimes.
You know what's a crazy tip? Might not have anything to do with anything. When a person is having a seizure, I hear under like a CAT scan or whatever, the brain looks the exact same as when a woman is having an orgasm. So a seizure under a CAT scan, the brain looks the same as when like all these signals are. You know what I
I've
mean?
never.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy.
Wild.
I can't.
Wild,
I would
wild,
look it
wild
up. I don't know
thoughts.
if he's telling
Yeah.
the truth right now.
Milton fact.
Milton sometimes.
Check it out. Fact check.
You know, yeah, definitely fact check Milton's
Yeah.
facts.
So
because,
listen, to wrap up this real talk with no fear, for obviously educate yourself. It's
Yeah.
all the info is out there. So take the time to go and read the books. You know what I mean? Take your time to please the woman. Before we go, do you think there's more onus on the woman to please the guy or on the male to please the woman?
Ooh, that's
I
good.
personally think it's all up to the man a lot of the times, unless the woman is sucking dick or something. We never really went over that. I don't think we have to. Do we have to?
I mean, I don't know. Do we have to? I think.
Yeah. No, we kind of
you-
touched on that.
You know how people
Masturbation.
always say like 50,
Yeah.
a relationship is 50-50?
Right.
I think that's a joke.
That's not a Milton fact. That's for damn
That's
sure.
not, it's 100-100. You
Uh-huh.
all need to put 100%
Right,
in.
right,
I hear
right.
50-50 all the time, and
Right.
I'm thinking, who's half-assing the relationship? It's 100-100. So
Yeah.
it's different between like, again, hookups and real relationships
Right.
in that sense, where, I mean, as the woman, I mean, if she's starfishing,
Right.
all of his friends are going to hear about that. Other than that, you know.
That's the thing too. We gotta get rid of this whole telling your friends, "Oh, this chick was that," or you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, come on, let's
So,
grow
I
up,
mean,
man.
I think,
That shit out of here.
you know, and there's also a limit of what you should do
Yeah.
with someone who you are just meeting for the
Right.
first time.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
oral sex, you can catch everything.
Right.
That you could catch.
If you don't know the
what
partner,
I mean?
for sure,
Like,
for sure.
You're getting you get gonorrhea of the throat. You get all
Right.
these things, right?
Okay.
And I find that is the one part that's really hard to practice safe sex, where
Okay.
people feel like they could just, well, it's just oral sex. It doesn't
Right,
count. It's
right,
not going
right.
to get us pregnant, or it's not going to,
Right.
you know. But it does count, and you can catch everything.
Absolutely.
the same way, right?
Wow.
So if it's first partner, I mean, you gotta
Yes.
do what you gotta do, but technically you should be using a condom.
No,
So,
listen,
use a condom.
I'm a pro advocate. I can't
Yeah.
wait to get a condom sponsor.
Yeah,
You
there
know what
you
I
go.
mean? Like, listen.
But even for oral sex, like you should not be
Yeah.
having oral sex without using a condom.
Yes.
When you don't know the person and you're not having that any fluid swap.
For sure.
Any kind, right?
And that's hard for a lot of women. Like, they feel like they don't want to suck, but they have condoms with flavors, stuff like that, right?
They-
For a woman, well, how do you feel about sucking on a condom?
I've never done it. I've never done it.
But let's recommend it.
But yeah, recommend it
Yeah.
for sure. And there are some gels that you can add to add flavor if it is your partner that
Okay.
you have for a long time and
Yes.
you're committed and whatnot. They can add flavors. Some people don't like the taste
Right.
or that kind of thing, but that shouldn't stop you.
Okay.
And you should enjoy it. You don't want your man
Yes.
or whoever to feel disgusted.
No, for sure.
Like I don't want you to feel grossed out for doing it, kind
Right.
of thing, right?
No, for
you
sure,
want
for sure.
the person to like it.
Absolutely.
So
And let's, for the women too, if so, like, so I was reading the other day how some women, they might not like a part of their body, so during sex they might try to hide it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, that's taken away
That's confidence.
from the, come on, let's
That's
get
huge.
the confidence up, let's, you know what I mean? You already got your vagina out there.
Yeah.
Like, what else is there to get out of here with that noise, right?
yeah.
Let's be confident with ourselves,
No,
man. Let's be,
that's the
you know?
biggest thing.
Absolutely.
Is confidence.
And if you're not confident with the guy that you're with, don't be with the guy, man. Like, get with another, you know what I mean? Like, don't feel forced to ever have sex.
No,
And
that's
don't feel
that's true.
forced to have bad sex. Like,
Yes, and nobody should
know?
be forcing you, whether it is your partner or not,
Absolutely.
to have
Absolutely.
sex. If you don't
Very
want
true.
it, then discuss it.
Right,
Why?
absolutely.
Why am I feeling like this? What
Yeah,
can
yeah,
we
yeah.
do to solve
Yeah.
it? What can we to make you feel more comfortable?
talk
that
about
kind
it,
of
yeah.
thing. But the confidence thing is huge.
Right.
And I don't think that's necessarily. I mean, I do think, you know, the guy can try as much as he can to make a woman feel wanted and comfortable.
Yes, yes.
At a certain point, the woman has to do it herself as well.
Yes.
But
Very true.
that doesn't
Very
mean
true.
that the guy should give up on her. In
No,
that sense.
absolutely.
Like just be like, well, I told you were pretty. That's it. That's not gonna help. You know, it is building, and then
Yes.
again, it is a huge confidence
No,
thing in a
for
lot
sure,
of women.
for sure.
I mean, our bodies change all the time.
Yes.
So
Like
we
you
have-
said, today you feel like this, tomorrow you don't, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So that's unfortunate thing that we
Yeah.
have to go through.
Y'all are complicated. This is a broad thing for men to conquer.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll never conquer it fully.
Yeah.
Some guys will say they're sex gods and they've got to figure it out, but are they telling the truth?
No, they're kidding themselves.
They're lying, right?
Yeah.
But we can
Because
get close. We can learn and we can get close.
Yes.
I think I'm pretty goddamn close.
constantly changing. Remember, a woman
Yeah.
is constantly changing.
Right.
So keep that communication open all the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Maybe
I'm only
even
saying
put
that
us
to
something,
say
be
that.
like,
I
hey.
got a long way to go. I'm just saying.
Yeah, be like, do you want to try this? Or
Right.
this month we're going to try something a little bit different.
Yes.
What do you want to do this month? At one point we're going to try it or
Right.
whatnot.
Yeah,
right?
keep the relationship spicy.
Get
like, keep
comfortable,
it,
light
yes.
some candles, talk about it, play a game while you're in
Right.
bed and
Absolutely.
you're naked or
Absolutely.
something like that.
Yep.
Make it comfortable to say, hey, you know what? Actually,
Right.
I'm not.
Because sex is here and it's here to stay. You're officially my sexologist now.
Excellent.
That's amazing. I'm gonna call you up when I need something answered.
Yeah, because I'm a doctor, so I clearly know all of the answers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's real talk with no fear, ladies and gents. We did that.
Let's get a
Hey, look,
cigarette
I
now.
see many girls, they shake it in the club.